Instagram. What's happening, Periscope? We're going live. Hey. Good evening, everybody. Brannon Beliso here. What's happening? It's Wednesday night, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time here on the West Coast, San Francisco, California. This is Success Never Sleeps. I am Brannon Beliso. We're presented by Rainmaker Membership Systems and Software, my studio, the app, Market Muscles, and Kids Love Life Skills. We're going to give you a chance to log in, come aboard, say hello. As you do, put in the name of your school, where you're tuning in from, because what is this? Tonight is Wednesday night, where we give away a cotton candy machine, courtesy of who? Rainmaker. All right. So start putting in your name. Tell me where you're tuning in from. And you know me, I like to start things off about sharing my thoughts of what's going on. You know, I posted something today that with technology, there's going to be glitches. Things are going to freeze. You're going to have viruses and all. I mean, so much comes with technology. It's not a perfect world. And I think often because of the convenience of technology, people want to embrace it as something that's perfect, that should never go wrong. And when it does, everybody gets their panties in a wad. Okay? Panties in a wad. I can't believe I just said that. So anyways, but what I understand, being a disruptor, being an innovator, being a thought leader, that great software, great technology is always going to be pushing the boundaries, is always going to be challenging themselves. So with that is experimentation. They're going to release something, you know, you see updates, and I was praising my studio and Market Muscles about that today, because they have updates. This stuff's coming down the pipeline, you know, every month, sometimes every couple of weeks. And the reason that is because they understand technology is ever evolving. Technology is ever changing. And you have to keep up with that, right? I mean, you do. You got to keep up with that. So it's really disruptive behavior to do that. But with that experimentation, with releasing products to get feedback and test it out and make sure it's working, there's going to be glitches. Things are going to freeze. Things are going to go wrong. That's just the way it is. But they have that Kaizen mindset of constant improvement. If I just sit there in an incubator in this nice, safe little world, and all I do is hypothesize, you know, and I think about this is what the software can and will do, I won't know that until I put it out there. And once it's out there and people are using it every day, and we see the way it behaves in a real environment, then and only then can we begin to make adjustments and tweaks and all those different things. Cool. All right, so let me say hello to a few people as they're coming in here. And that's a new look. What's up, Adam? Marco, Brian. What's up, Brian, sir? Cool. What's up, Jason? Hey, K1. Who else do we got here? We have Joel, Red Eagle Martial Arts, Crawley, UK, Jason Smith, Trinity Martial Arts, Joel, Fortitude Krav Maga. And please share this with everybody to be entered into our electronic random drawing for the cotton candy machine that we give away, courtesy of Rainmaker. You have to make sure to put in your name, put in the name of your school where you're tuning in from, but more important that people at Instagram, Periscope, and Facebook Live, make sure that you share this. Because we want to spread the message of being a disruptor, of having that critical thinking, being that thought leader, right? That's what this is all about. If you wanted to fall in line like sheep, you would have took a 9 to 5. The fact that you want to run your own business, you're in one of the most volatile industries in the world. That's being a small business owner. You need to be a critical thinker. You need to push that envelope. And part of pushing that envelope is learning, taking chances, failing, right? So I'm cool with that. And I hope you are as well. All right, who we got out here? Marco, Amy. Amy's there too. What's up, Amy? How's it going? And there we are. As we said, we're giving away that cotton candy machine tonight, okay? So come on, get it in there, get it in. I want you to be able to possibly win that. A lot of people coming aboard. Please, as you come aboard, tell us your name, where you're tuning in from, and the name of your school. Herman. What's up, Herman, sir? We love saying hello to everybody. Over at Instagram, Periscope, please post in your name, the name of your school, where you're tuning in from, and we'll make sure to say hello and get you into our drawing for that cotton candy machine. So with that said, you know, I'm very passionate about technology, but I share this with people all the time. I'm 56 years old. There was a time there were no personal computers, no home computers, no cell phones. I mean, I was around when there weren't even pagers or anything like that. So I remember those times. And we got along just fine. When I didn't have a GPS, I used a paper mat, and we got along just fine. So I think there needs to be a balance. And I know there's that whole side that's going, no more technology. It's, demotivating people. It's destroying humanity. I think it needs to be a balance. That's why I'm not crazy about bots. I understand bots give you a quick answer right away for people and they can answer fundamental questions, but we still need to follow up as soon as we can with a human voice and make contact with people. And that's really, really crucial. So I think that balance is very, 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 very important. So be mindful. I think when I work with school learners, I see so many people just disregard technology altogether, and they're still doing their attendance with a Rolodex card versus running it through an iPad. But on the flip side of that, there's some people that are so technology driven that they believe a virtual classroom, when you simply throw a class up on a big screen with a, 2-year student that's only been training 2 years to kind of assist and help the students, is a good idea. I don't think so. Can you say Walmart? Do you remember when they had the virtual schools in Walmart for a brief period of time where somebody that was not, a trained martial artist was basically facilitating this, and they were running videos on a big screen? To me, that's really dangerous. Now, I'm not exactly sure, but that's the story of lore. So don't quote me on that verbatim. So you want to be mindful of that. What's up, Don O'Neill? How's it going tonight, sir? Again, as you're coming aboard, tell us that you're here. You want to enter our drawing, put your name, the name of your school where you're tuning in from, and of course, share it with everybody. The more people we have spreading the message of disruption, the better. Right? And I'm passionate about that. I'm really, really, really passionate about that, because tonight we're going to plan the next 3 months, the second quarter of 2019. That is our goal. I hope you have your big giant blotters out there, your 2 number 2 pencils, and a big eraser. How many of you went through there and added in, the standard things like testing dates, vacations, quarterly taxes, all those different things? Well, hopefully you all did. So I'm going to pull that baby up now. There it is. There it is. I'm going to switch over and I can't really see the screen while I do this because I got to be able to look at what I'm reading. So I'm going to move over a little bit. Bear with me, and keep those questions coming in. Okay. So this is all about planning your annual calendar. All right. We're going to plan our annual calendar. Now we're in the second quarter. So the elements of a successful calendar, just to recap what we went over in our last week's broadcast. Number 1 is planning. Proper planning is vital to a successful event. I can't express that enough. Too many schools, last minute, Hail Mary, throw up a Facebook ad and go for it. And they wonder why the event didn't work. Most real events, you have to have 6 to 8 weeks of planning. You really, really, really do. We're actually booked over 100K in summer camps for next year. And that's 2019. That's 7 months away. So that's really important. Hey, Shane. What's up, Shane? My Kempo brother over here at Instagram. What's happening, sir? Timeline, the time needed to properly prepare and promote an event. What's happening? Zach Daniels 101 over there at Periscope. An action plan, writing out the steps and systems to execute the event. And of course, execution. Train your team to execute the event and create the most memorable experience possible. I can't express that enough. That is so crucial. So take a look at that. Take a screenshot of that. I think we popped that up at the Disruptor page. If I haven't done so already, then I promise you I will. Become part of our Disruptor page and you'll have access to this file and so many others. Cool. Ways to promote the event. Well, online registrations. If you're not doing online registrations to My Studio, the app, I'm telling you, you're really hurting yourself. I can't tell you how many people register for like our holiday party coming up, all our parents' night outs. Those different things are all happening through the app because it's convenient to the mom at 9:30 when the kids are in bed and she's just chilling to go in and do fun stuff like that. My wife does it almost every night. Once those kids go down, she sits at her computer, she shops, she does all those different things. So the convenience of having online registration is vital to the success of promoting an event. Okay. Social media, Instagram. Make sure you're doing Instagram, Facebook, the 2 minimum. Start posting more at Google. The Google algorithms are starting to prove that if you're posting on a regular basis at Google, that's going to help your ranking. Right? Google wants to compete in this game. So getting those Google reviews, posting at Google, consistently, that's going to help as well. In-house website and email newsletter. I posted our email newsletter and somebody said, wow, that's really elaborate. No, it's not. Constant Contact has some of the best templates. Somebody said to My Studio the other day, when are you going to have email flows, blah, blah, blah. And Tu's response was, we use MailChimp because MailChimp are an expert at that stuff, right? All you got to do is export a CVS file from whatever software you're using, import it into Constant Contact or MailChimp, and create your templates and different things in there. It's just so much more robust and you can do so much more. So that's why we use Constant Contact for all of our email marketing and stuff. Cool. Sticker on the uniform, as primitive as this may sound, a 3x5 sticker printed with the event on it at the end of every class. Boom, slap that thing on a kid's uniform. That mom's going to see that uniform. You know that, right? So we found that little 3x5 sticker. You get it at Office Depot, Staples, run it through a printer, put a nice little graphic, the date, the time. Every mom's going to see that because she's going to take that uniform and wash it. So stickers on the uniform. That was one of my biggest creations that people in the industry go, wow, that makes a lot of sense. Only took me 18 years to figure that out. Cool. Announcements in class without being too salesy and overbearing. I think that's a message we collectively as a team when we're walking around the waiting area, talking to kids. Hey, how you doing today, sir? You coming to the holiday party this Saturday? Just to be mindful of that. It goes a long, long way. Cool. Email flows. We just discussed that. And in-house flyers. We have plexiglass acrylic screens in the bathroom, in the dressing rooms, all over the school, because they say you need 9 to 12 contact points before someone takes action. So if they're seeing these flyers and nothing's handwritten, do not handwrite anything in your school. Please do not. It's so unprofessional. It's so, there's no thought or effort put into that. With today's stuff, whether you're using Page Maker or Publisher, I use Pages, Keynote, whatever. Make a good flyer. Canva is a great one. K1 loves to use Canva. Ripple's out there, so there's so many things you can do with that. Cool. 3 calendars you need to have: the martial arts school, belt testing, buddy days, holiday events, camps, workshops, etc. Business one: estimated taxes, worker comp payments, sales tax, insurance renewals, all those types of things. And then personal: your family event, your doctor and dental appointments, vacation, etc. All that should be happening. Cool. Let me jump back over. I just want to see how many more people have come aboard and say hello. All right, who do I got here that I need to say hello to? Yep, as K1 saying, use Canva, use Canva, use Canva. Adam, hey, Jose. Jose, what's up, Jose? Service Martial Arts. I love that name. Q2, good. I see a lot of people there. Tell me who you are and where you're tuning in from. Let us know that you are there. You are there. Cool? Are we great? No questions up to this point? Everybody good? Adam's saying he loves the Canva update. Check it out. Canva, Canva. We do a lot of flyers and stuff in there. It just gives you a lot of templates. It helps with the creative process. If you're not that creative, and just allows you a lot of room, and you can produce, there's different sizes. Facebook size is different than an Instagram size is different than, Pinterest size. There's so many different sizes. And if you don't know them and you go to throw it up at Facebook, it doesn't look right. Okay. So be really mindful of that. Jose, you're doing well. Excellent. Good job. Police work never ends. Yes, sir. I feel you. All right. So let me jump back over here now. Let's get into some of the beef. Okay. Sorry about that. So all of your events and activities focus on fundamentally 5 areas. We've heard of the first 3: enrollment, retention, and renewals. Events should be focused on enrolling new students all the time. Retention events for your existing students, like a parents' night out that's free to them, right? And then renewals. We're always trying to renew our existing students. Are you doing that makeup stripe workshop like we do to make sure that student who's, struggling has another added value class they're not paying for that inspires them to renew? Are you doing thank you cards? Are you doing you did great cards? All those different types of things. It's an activity. It should be scheduled in on a weekly calendar. Every Monday, do you did great cards, right? So those different things. And now the new one, the one I push passionately, is serving the community. Nobody cares what you know until they know that you care. And if you position yourself in your community as a business that gives back, a business that cares, and you endear yourself, you become the darling in your community as a business, the potential is unlimited. It's just so unlimited. I can't express that enough. Cool. Mitch, 4863 over here at Periscope. What's happening? Cool. So, and the last one is team development. We're starting to nail down our calendar for the year. And ironically, the first thing we put down, all of our instructors training. That was the first thing that went on there, because if you don't have a great product and you don't have a great team delivering it, none of these events are going to matter, right? You want to put a bad restaurant out of business, give them good marketing. It's the same thing here. I think we're so fixated and we're conditioned to believe that most of our resources and training and focus should be on how to get 10 new students. So we spend an arm and a leg on marketing, and we hire a consultant that's market centric. I don't think that's the way to go. I really, 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 really don't. I'll post a link to the article that Steven Reinstein sent me today, how the click funnels are no longer the thing. They're moving into the click flywheel, where people are, in the old days when we didn't have the internet, prime example, the salesman was the person who was trusted because they had all the information the consumer did not have. Not anymore. Nowadays, if I wanted to buy a car, I can go on the internet, look everywhere, Kelly Blue Book, and grab, get all this information, consumer reports, and be able to walk into a dealership and know how much I'm going to pay for that car and exactly what car I want and what features. So that's what's really, really different. So when we talk about that, I'll do a whole thing on that as I'm embracing that because this article really appealed to me. But I want to stay the course tonight. Just know that things are changing, and you should be putting your time, money, and resources into bettering your curriculum, into bettering your staff, into creating that Disney experience. I mean, I say it all the time, and I can't say it enough. Cool? All right. Ooh, look at this. Here's a Google Calendar. Now, this is just a Google Calendar that shows all of our classes. So that's what's really trippy. What I love about the Google Calendar, as you see in the right-hand corner here, I can pull this up and look at what's going on Saturday. This is Millbrae. No, San Francisco. So see, on the 15th on Saturday, boom, classes. And then there's the holiday celebration. So what I love about the Google calendars is you can create 3 or 4 calendars and click on and click off. So you can overlay these calendars really, really easily. So I'm going to highly encourage you to start taking everything you write down on this big giant calendar and put it in a Google calendar. You know why? Because if somebody, let's say in this case, somebody purchases a birthday party. All right. We do it through My Studio, the app. Automatically, we get an email saying someone booked this birthday party for this date. It's confirmed and paid for. Guess what? I just put the date into my Google Calendar because it's coming through Gmail. You feel me? It's that simple. It's that simple. And when you got 3 or 4 calendars and you start overlaying them, what's neat about that is you can see dates that conflict, where you have open dates. Do you have proper staffing on certain things? And if you can see it, you can be it. I say that all the time, right? If you want to staff properly, you want to prepare properly, success plans. Success is not something that happens by coincidence. You plan on success. So by doing this calendar for the whole year and doing all the different ones through your Google Calendar makes all the difference. Please, please, please. And so I love it because we can lay San Francisco over Millbrae. Boom. And we can see, wow, they're both doing a parents' night out the same day. Do we have staff for both locations, right? The holiday celebration, do we do that on the same day? All those different things come into play. So that's an example of a Google Calendar, something that I'm very, very passionate about. Cool? All right. I'll come right back to that. Let me jump back over here really quick and just check in with everybody. All right. More people are here. All the people coming aboard, say hello. Where are you tuning in from? Okay. And the name of your school, because at the end of this broadcast, we're giving away that cotton candy machine courtesy of Rainmaker. The world famous Ken with Anaheim Krav Maga is in the house. Yes. Adam, question about team development. Okay. I can see this better. For some reason, I'm not seeing your question really well, Adam. Let me see what I need to do here. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Jeremy, what's up, Jeremy, sir? Second week in a row. Jeremy's back. Adam, question on team development. At current, we don't have staff, but looking to expand. How do you go about hiring external martial artists to join your team? That's a real tough one, Adam. For us, 99% of our team is homegrown. Okay. 99% of our team is homegrown. We brought K1 in, we have Nicole. So, I'm not huge on it, but it can be done. We were getting more and more people that weren't homegrown as we begin to become a more systematic driven business where it's not so much the player, but the system that drives it. We can, they're interchangeable. So it's really, I don't know about the UK, Adam, and it depends what programs. I know you have dance and a couple of things like that. I think I would write a job description first of all and be very clear who I want to hire culturally. Do they fit my culture? And that's a whole nother conversation, Adam. So let's try to stay with the calendar, but keep that because I think it's a valuable question and one that I do want to address at some point. What's up? Kurtztown Martial Arts, Berks County, PA, Pennsylvania. Okay. All right. So let's come back over here to our calendar. All right. So here's an example. Here's April. Now this is what we're using kind of as like a backup, but I just want you to get an idea, what's going on. This is what happened this year in April, and it'll coincide with April because we're in the second quarter, April, May, and June, right? So Sunday this year was Easter Sunday. We're closed, right? But look at this, 4/1 to 4/15. Kickboxing, bring a friend contest. It ends on 4/15. So it was just the last part of the March special. We do this whole thing, bring a friend to class. If people work out together, they're more likely to want to keep training. So we did a refer a friend contest where fundamentally every time you came to class and brought a friend, you got one ticket for yourself and one ticket for them. They both went in your name into a pot. We have a drawing for $300, $200, and $100 on April 15th. Cool. Spring camp. Oh, we've been promoting spring camp since when? Last September of 2017. Yeah. That's how early we're promoting things. So we have spring camp in Millbrae and spring camp in San Francisco, as you can see. Most important, there's our review. We're in review month because we know January, February, March is when we're curriculum driven. People are earning their 6 stripes. We know every 4th month where we review, make up stripes, and testing for the whole month in class. We don't do a graduation or any special test date. It happens the whole month in class. So we don't inconvenience our parents. Well, there it is. But the life skills that support that. Excellent Kids is doing respect, as you can see. YKB is Youth Karate Beginner. You see that one? And then practice is YK and is Youth Karate and Adult Karate. What's the difference between YK and YKB? Youth Karate Beginners are white belts. YK is first year, second year, third year, fourth year. Cool. As you see, here's a makeup stripe in Millbrae. We do this one on Friday night at 7:15. There are the dates. Saturday the 7th, we had a black belt workshop combined with our instructors training. Again, those take precedent, and you'll see that. You'll see that. In April, I have my It's Time live event. So there it is in Millbrae, the setups, all the different things going on. Hey, what's up, Velez Martial Arts over there at Instagram? Oh, don't do that to me. Come back. Okay, so then we have review again because it's the whole month. There's fitness and EK, focus for YKB practice. Ooh, we have black belt testing. Wow, that happens in January, I think April, a couple of different dates. So there it is, black belt testing. But you see how these things are in bold? Because if we are not administering great curriculum, parents' night out, all those other things mean nothing because the core reason why we're in business, which is to teach martial arts for us, will get watered down, will get washed out, and will no longer be a martial arts school. And for us, for our value system, we are martial artists first. So they take precedence in our scheduling. Everything else, we schedule around it. Okay? There's the stripe workshop. Ooh, look at that. Tournament prep, getting ready for that tournament. Boom. Sunday, April 22nd, our 17th annual interschool tournament. That's what we do in April. We do a tournament once a year. We combine the 2 schools. We get about 300-400 competitors, and it's very cool. Very cool. There's, again, the 4th week. We got review month still. We're working in manners in EK, discipline in YKB, goals in YKAK. And then this is something, RLS Piano. Wow. That's not our regular parents' night out, is it? It's Robert Louis Stevenson Elementary School does a big fundraiser. So it's a silent auction. They have food. I think it's a spaghetti feed, but there's no one to watch the kids. So what do? We volunteer one martial arts to watch the kids for free. And we supply pizza and all that good stuff. You feel me? And we're donating to the silent auction with a birthday party. We're donating to silent auction with maybe a week of day camp. And if possible, we're donating the cotton candy machine. I went through that with you guys. We're very, very passionate about optimizing our presence at any given event. Classic example. We did an event and I shared that. We donated the cotton candy machine, right? We watched all the kids so that more parents could go to the event. Our name was printed on the ticket, right? What else did we do? God, if we could have volunteered people to serve food, we would have done that as well. We really want a strong presence at any event that we do. Super, super important. Okay. Very important. Very important. So with that said, somebody else donated what? What do you think they donated? 6 memberships, all for 2 weeks and a t-shirt. Who's going to bid on that? Nobody. There's no value there. We give those away at birthday parties and everything else. So again, and that's how little their presence was felt. Nobody cares what you know until they know that you care. What is that? So you got to really, if you have these opportunities, saturate them. See, because what you do is you just do this small presence and you wondered why it didn't work. It didn't work. I'm not donating to their thing next year. Well, because you didn't have enough of an impact, right? How many touch points? 9 to 12. So it's really important when you look at that Robert Louis Stevenson's Parents Night Out, we didn't simply watch those kids so more parents could go to that event. No, no, no. We were at the event and we made our presence known. And that's crucial. That's very crucial. People talk about that. With today's information age, we don't want to be sold anything. That's why Amazon does so well. People go on to Amazon at night. Nobody's selling them anything. They research, do their homework, and they buy. That's why we're selling so many weeks of camp through the app. Nobody sits and has to sell them. They go and do their research, decide this is what I want, and they buy it on their own. That's powerful. For consumerism, that's powerful. So the whole thing of salesmanship is really falling to the wayside. But what's taking precedent now is strong customer service, a really good product, a great experience. Make sense? Makes sense to me all day, every day. Cool? All right, before I jump into this next slide for April, let me double back over here and say hello. I love seeing everybody that's with us. Let's see who's here tonight. And again, as you're coming aboard, please let us know that you're here. Let us know that you're here. Hey, we have John Carlo. Why do I want to say that? I never say that right, sir. Master Cardona. I'll take that. What's up, GM Matthews? Adam Deluxe. Tony, what's up, Tony, sir? Over here, I don't know what that name is at Periscope. Guys, got to put in your name, the name of your school where you're tuning in from. All right, over here at Instagram, the name of your school, what your name is and where you're tuning in from, because you could win the cotton candy machine, courtesy of Rainmaker at the end of the event. Cool? Anybody else over here at Facebook Live, put in your name, the name of your school, where you're tuning in from, okay? We love it to know everybody who's here. We got people from England. We get people for as far as Australia, all over the world now. We're just like, it's amazing to see this disruptive movement of people expanding and growing in such a big way. And I'm ever humbled. I'm ever grateful for that. Cool? Joseph Velez, get that one over at Instagram, K1. Joseph Velez of Velez Martial Arts. Good. Where you tuning in from, sir? Let us know that as well, because it always... it's a good thing. Who else is tuning over? Hey, what's up, Billy Wilcox? What's happening, sir? Long time no talk. Cool. All right. So I'm going to jump back over. Please keep saying hello. Put in the name of your school where you're tuning in from. Yeah. Super, super important. All right. Okay. So here's April, right? Here's some side events. And just so you get more of the depth of what we're offering people. So April, we advertise for summer day camp counselors. Where do we do that? Go to any career center of your high school, any career center of your college. Go to indeed.com, right? Post it in your newsletters. Put it at your Facebook page. Send an email out to all your parents. Would your child like a summer job, right? Here's the age. Here's what we're looking for. All those different things. There's so many ways. People say, well, where do you get staff? There's so many inroads. I mean, the whole college thing, the career bulletin board is powerful. High school, they have a career center, right? It's easy. Some of your local churches, you'd be amazed once you tap into those resources, they are there. And you'd be amazed. One kid gets a job and tells 50 of his friends to come work because they all want to hang out during the summer. Green Hills Monte Carlo night. That's an example of a parents' night out. Again, I don't need to reiterate the presence we have at those type of events. We start promoting the Mom and Me party. We do a Mother's Day event. We do a Father's Day event. We take pictures. They play games. It's super, super cool. I mean, we can have a whole webinar on just how to do a Mom and Me party or how to do a Dad and Me party. If you want that, put in there right now. Hashtag Mom, Dad. And we'll make sure to do a Success Never Sleeps for Mother's Day party and a Father's Day party. Cool. We're promoting summer camp. Even though we've done all of our specials, they're all done. There's no more discounts. We're still pushing that camp. There's a lot of people that book late, and that's just the way it works. You're always promoting that camp. Even right through the summer, we're promoting camp until almost the last couple of weeks, unless we're completely booked. Promote your buddy day party. Buddy days are morphing. They're changing. The family fun days are really cool, where families can bring other families, those things like that. I think buddy days by themselves are becoming obsolete because too many schools have used them to do one thing and one thing only: recruit new students. They're not so much concerned about the experience as they are highlighting and spotlighting their martial arts program. So sometimes I think the purpose of bringing your buddy hanging out and having fun by itself has gotten lost, and it sits backseat to, I got to get more students. I got to get more students. I got to get it. Now I get that. We all have to get more students, but I believe you have the better opportunity to get more students if you're creating that Disney experience. You feel me? Cool. And what else? Oh, promoting summer day camp open house. We do an open house at both locations. It's moderate attendance, but you have that mom, you have that dad. They simply need to come into the school, touch and feel, look at the, see some of the counselors, get their uniform, play some Legos, see, what you do. That's really important. And a lot of kids need that too. So make sure that you are doing some type of open house. All right. Review, makeup, stripes, and testing. I say that all the time. It's always there in our schedule. Always, always. That's the main thing. Boom. If we're not, in this case, April is review month, but if we're not doing makeup stripes, if we're not testing, we're not doing those different things, we're curriculum centric. We're a curriculum centric business, training people. That's the most important thing to us because that delivers the highest quality product, right? Super important. Parents' night out. There's the one in that we do. Promote the Easter party. Wow. Easter is not for what? Until next month. Yet 6 weeks to promote an event. Girl Scout event and workshop. We do these quite common, and you'd be amazing. The low-hanging fruit students within your school are Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. Offer them, man. Say, hey, how'd you like to bring in your Girl Scout troop? Right? We'll feed them pizza. You can do your meeting like you always do. And then we'll spend 30 minutes on the floor doing some stranger danger, anti-bully defense, and they'll get to play some dodgeball. How easy is that? How easy is that on a Friday night? Super easy. But, you don't know what you don't know. So if you're not constantly putting that message out to your parents, then they don't know to use you as a resource. Most of the schools I go to and speak at or teach at are parents who come to me first and say, hey, would you come into my son or daughter's school? Most of the people that approach us for the Girl Scout events, Boy Scout events are people that are in our school. But if you don't share that's out there, then they don't know they can take advantage of that. The MEF Gala, that's a big one for us. It's the entire school district, all of the elementary schools in our community. And this year it's going to be, I don't know, I think a roaring 20s or some theme. Anyways, same thing. We donate our school to watch the kids so more people can go to this gala. We personally donate $5,000 on the spot in front of everybody. This year, I get to do that, and they want me to speak a little bit. And I, as a business owner, will share that whole thing, to all the business owners. Cool. And then, of course, we donate a birthday party. We donate a week of camp. If we can get a sponsorship on the ticket, we're like a gold sponsor to MEF or something. And I like MEF because it's district wide. It's not PTA, which is just school centric. MEF is district wide. So for us, it has huge impact, and it just, I can't express it. And then, of course, at the bottom of April, man, we never miss it. Instructors in training once a month, black belt workshop once a month, makeup stripe workshop. We are curriculum centric. Okay. But even with that said, look how many other events we squeeze in. And you know what I don't even have listed here? Birthday parties. We are averaging about 9K a month in birthday parties right now. In the beginning, we did them for free, right? To help pack the school and get leads. We no longer need to do that. It's now a revenue stream that's in demand. Some of our dates are booked 6 months in advance, 6 months in advance. And the average birthday party is bringing in about $500 now. $500. Think about that. Pretty cool, right? We had last weekend, we had a birthday party on Saturday, 2 on Sunday in Millbrae. The one in San Francisco had 2 on Sunday. So sometimes we're doing 5 or 6. And as this is growing, as it is organically now, because we consistently keep delivering this high-end product. And of course, one mom will tell another mom, guests at the party, they are selling themselves. We do almost zero advertising for our birthday parties. Zero. And we are booked all the time now. Cool? Again, I think the big thing with the birthday parties that made a huge difference for us is we stopped selling birthday parties. I mean, we stopped using them simply to get new students. We don't cut the cake with a samurai sword. We don't wear a uniform at the event. We do none of those things. None of those things. None of those things. Let me come back here for a minute and just let me make sure I'm still in there. Where are you, Beliso? Get me a solo. Hey, there I am. All right. So there's the mom and dad from K1. Diana. Thank you, Diana. Hey, Diana. What's happening? As we're sharing here, we were halfway through the show. Oh, there's Adam, mom and dad. Cool. GM, cool. So we'll definitely do that for you, okay? Brian's asking that. Jason's asking that. We're more than happy. I want to deliver content that you believe is useful and relevant. I believe if we do that, you're more likely to take action, right? Or I could go, let me strategically think. What product do I want to sell them? Yeah, I got a product to sell them, so I'm going to do this and this. We got to stop that. I've really learned by just giving. Somebody said that they've been following me for years and said, I realize now as a consultant with your It's Time Live, you're doing really well with that. Are you not? I said, absolutely. But I still give a lot more than I get. I just live by that theory. I was looking at this brand called Bombas. Look up Bombas socks, I believe, Bombas. For every pair of socks they sell, they give away a pair of socks to somebody in need. They found the number one most asked item for people that are homeless or in need are socks. What a great business model, right? So they're constantly, even though they're getting, they're giving. And to me, that's just the way energy flows. I can't just take. What's in it for me? How do I close the deal? Sell, gimme. I can't live that way. I personally cannot live that way. And I choose not to. So when I see somebody's ad that says, hey, I'll get you 100 students in a month, this foolproof sales, I just go the other way because it's not my thing. It might work really well for other people and they're happy with that. More power to you. But for me personally, for my value system, I believe nothing sells better than by giving. Nothing does. Cool? Okay, everyone else who's tuning in, tell me the name of your school, where you're tuning in from. Hey, what's up, Diana? Where you're tuning in from, the name of your school. Okay, we want to make sure that everybody, Instagram, Periscope, you're in our random drawing, our electron for that cotton candy machine. That was another idea. When I came up with that idea, people thought I was nuts. And all I thought of was, well, how can I give to the community? Not, I'm a martial arts school that wants to get 10 more students, just simply as a person, as somebody who lives in this community, right? As a business owner who cares, what's a really fun way to give back? Well, everybody loves a little sugar. Great, let's do cotton candy. That's where that came of. And organically, I watched our lines super long, an hour sometimes at some of these events. We're wearing one martial arts t-shirts, the rack cards, everything sits. I mean, you're standing in line for 15, 20 minutes and you're looking, there we are. You can't miss our advertising. It's kind of like, subliminal marketing, but it's there. It's no different than going to your favorite football stadium, right? No different. The Warriors playing Oracle, the 49ers playing Levi's Stadium. It's no different than that. It's a football game, but it's Levi's. That type of messaging to me is super powerful and one I recommend. Cool. All right. Tell us where you tune in from. Anybody not say hello before I jump back over to this next slide? I see lots of people here. Tell me your name, where you're tuning in from, the name of your school. Come on. All right. I'm going to jump back over to this other slide. Okay. Cool. All right. So now let's talk about May. Now, May, we just finished a 4-month cycle, right? 3 months of stripes. We earn 6 stripes. The 4th month is all review. We don't do a graduation, a big ceremony, none of that. Our parents and kids are super, super busy. So what we're really mindful of is that we're testing them in class throughout that month of April. And during that month of April, people will earn their belts 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in. If that's the case, they just keep perfecting what they've learned. It's just that 1 month cushion with 1,000 students really allows us to make sure nobody gets left behind. So many people come into April and they only have 4 stripes and they need 2 more to earn. So having that whole month just takes a lot of stress off the team, off our parents, off our kids. They come to all those classes, make up those stripes. And that's why I think our graduation rate is about 85, 90%. And I believe that because, one, we're not trying to push them through the pipe because they're paying us belt testing fees because we don't charge them, but really we're allowed to focus on what we are all about value-wise. We are curriculum centric, right? And we're passionate about being good martial artists. We're passionate about creating good martial arts. Cool. All right. So here's May. We're starting the new cycle. Boom. Yellow stripe 7 in youth karate and adult karate. The life skills are teamwork for EK, which is also their stripe in our Excellent Kids program. Confidence is what we're working on in youth karate beginner, and character in YKAK. People ask me that all the time. Why doesn't youth karate beginner and youth karate and adult karate just do the same life skill? If you look at that, we're doing 3 different mat chats every week. Why is that? Because I find any parent walking through the door as a beginner only needs 6 life skills. And what they always ask us for, confidence. They always ask us for focus. They always ask us for discipline, respect. So we only cycle through 6 different life skills in our beginner program. That's it. Because they'll be out of there into level 1, earning their yellow belt within 3 months. So it's not like they're going to get the same 6 over and over and over because they've already moved on. But I guarantee you, any new trial coming through that door, any week that they start that trial, it makes no difference. They'll be focusing on a life skill that fundamentally will appeal to any beginning mom. So anybody that's a Kids Love Life Skills partner, think about that. Think about that. I know it's more work, and my team looked at me like I was nuts, but I shared with them, this makes sense. Because honestly, doing character for a student in the first week of martial arts wouldn't be nearly as impactful as doing confidence, right? So that's the whole take on that. And we had to do makeup stripes. There's a makeup stripe workshop Friday nights in Millbrae. There's our instructors in training in San Francisco. Again, the next week, as you can see, we do a 2-week cycle. It stays the same, but look at the Excellent Kids. It's a different stripe every week in Excellent Kids. They're 4 to 6. I got it off a licensed program, which I've licensed, Little Ninjas from Melody Schumann, and we just built upon that and created this amazing program. Amazing program. There's the Mom and Me party. Boom. SF as 2:30 to 4 p.m. And we also, SF is 3 to 5, and Millbrae is 2:30 to 4. 2-week cycle's over. Here's our next 2 weeks. There's Orange number 8. There's the new life skills. There's our black belt workshop, parents' night out, summer camp open house, makeup stripes, right? Summer camp, and we're closed Memorial Day. But you see how our curriculum, our event schedule is curriculum heavy. That's just it, because we want to train people. We want to offer them that. And really, everything that's indicating all this sales stuff, and it tickles me pink, and I know I'm on the right track. Instead of focusing on getting 10 more students, focus on the 10 that you have. Treat them super, super well. Make sure they're super, super happy, and they will become raving fans. If they're raving fans, they go out and advertise for you organically, right? But if I sizzle up front, and then I'm always spending my time, money, and effort on getting new students strictly, and I don't take care of the ones I have really, 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 really well, then my back door is wide open and they're going to leave. You feel me? Who feels me on that? Type that in there. I feel you, Professor. Okay, so this is May, and I think I share these things with you because I understand for us, and I don't know if you feel the same way, I want to be a martial arts school first. That's just who we are. But I do understand the multiple verticals that are out there that offer me that opportunity to create more revenue, such as the birthday parties, the day camps, the after school. I recognize those verticals are in line with the demographic we serve, which are kids and families. So we're mindful of that. Who else is on here tonight? There he is, Sensei Bolden. What's happening, sir? How are you, sir? Sensei Bolden. Cool. Anybody else coming aboard? This is Success Never Sleeps. I am Brannon Beliso, presented by Rainmaker, My Studio, Market Muscles, and Kids Love Life Skills. Please put your name in there where you're tuning in from and say hello. I love to know who's out here. We got Adam from the UK. We get people in from Germany, people from Australia. I love it. It just lets me know the message is spreading, it's growing, and we're grateful. Thank you, Brian, sir. Thank you, sir. You feel me, right? We didn't get in the martial arts to be a babysitter or a day camp counselor. I understand the value, and I understand it serves our community. It's a need that parents want and have, right? And if we can do birthday parties better than anybody out there, what a service to provide. What a service to provide. But as Kyosho Dave Kovar says, I am first and foremost, I am a martial artist. I always will be. So I want to make sure my school still centers around the core of what we do, which is martial arts instruction. So when we do our event calendar, first events, and I know I keep kind of beating this one, but I want you to be mindful of that. And we don't have time for this. You make time. We're open 7 days a week. We're only closed 11 days out of the year. That's what we choose to do, but that's why I believe we are who we are and where we are. Cool. All right, everybody good? Saying hello at Periscope over here at Instagram. Everybody got the name of your school where you're tuning in from. Any questions up to this point before I get into the last month of June? While it's on my mind, please make sure to look at one of our Facebook pages, the Disruptor page, the Brannon Beliso business page. Look at our e-newsletter. Please, I want you to see how it behaves. I really, really want you to see how it behaves and how it integrates with my studio and how it does all those different things. If you're not producing some type of newsletter as another form of communication, you've missed a boat. We used to do a hard copy, but we found that not too many people were reading it anymore, where it used to be such a centerpiece. Now our parents are so occupied with their devices that to sit there during a class and read our newsletter is not something they're going to do. But that e-newsletter, when they're sitting with their cup of tea at the end of the night chilling, is really valuable. And I love the templates in Constant Contact. They're powerful. They look really good. There's a learning curve like any software, but it's super powerful. Cool. All right, everybody good? Anybody else want to say hello? Tell us the name of your school where you're tuning in from. Anybody? Okay, so I'm going to jump back over to this other slide now and get into June. All right. Oh, well, I keep going that. Keep doing that. Oh, there's April, May, and there's June. So here's our June's event calendar. Right away, what do you see? Green stripe number 9. Everything's in a 2-week cycle. EK, excellent kids are working on discipline. YKB, their life skill is family. And in youth karate and adult karate, we're working on patience. There's the instructors in training. Wow. June 4th, first week of camp starting in San Francisco. Second week, right? Still on green 9, but EKs are now on fitness. We're still working on family and patience as life skills for the other 2 groups. Summer camp training, we had to do this one a little late because Millbrae starts a little later. So boom, in Millbrae, we do our summer day camp training, 4 hours, intensive training, show them how to walk to the park, hold a stop sign, our rules of 2 deep leadership. We go through everything for day camp so that they can perform better. In San Francisco, they got a black belt workshop. Boom, 3rd week, right? There's camp week number 2, camp week number 1 in Millbrae. Last week for after school, Burlingame. We got all these things going on. Oh, week number 3, now we bump up to new stripe, right? And there's the different life skills. There's the dad and me party, both locations. There's camp, week 3, week 2, Millbrae. Boom, week number 4. There's blue stripe again because everything's a 2-week increment. Look how excellent kids change to manners. Look at youth karate, still working on focus. Oh, tolerance, what a great one. But see, imagine if we try to teach tolerant to a brand new student. That would not resonate with the parent. Does it resonate with a 2nd, 3rd year student, that's been doing focus and all the other skills for a couple of years? Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going deep at that point. Makeup stripes, that's the San Francisco location. That's all of their makeup stripes. There's week 4 at camp and week 3 coming in because I think it was 5 weeks long. Might have been 5 weeks long in June. So in week 5, they start red stripe 11. There's the skills in EK respect. There's discipline. It's going on, man. And look at that. Independence Family Fun Day. Crazy, right? But it's not. We talk about it every year. The amount of events we put out on top of teaching classes and training people. You want to be successful? Successful people are just willing to do what unsuccessful people are not. That's it. I wish I could tell you there's a substitute for hard work, but there isn't. There just isn't. So live and just embrace that. Okay, June, here we go. Dad and me Father's Day party, right? That's one of our June events. Summer Day Camp begins. The Summer of Excellent contest. And I really love this one. It was introduced to me by Dave Kovar. Now, what you do with the Summer of Excellence, every class you come to, you get a ticket. Every special event you come to, you get 2 tickets. You bring a friend to class during Buddy Week, you get another ticket. At the end of the summer, of course, the more tickets you earn, the better chance you have of winning. Every time you get a ticket, it goes into the pot. Day camp, you get a ticket. Everything you do in one martial arts, you get a ticket for. At the end of the summer, we draw for, I believe, 500, 300, and 200. I don't even remember now what that number is. Might be 3, 2, and 1 because we do it for both locations. It ends up being around $1,000 or so. Cool. All right. And so that's our Summer of Excellence. I highly recommend it. But as I shared, and I'm passionate about this, we do not change our summer schedule ever. We do not want to inconvenience the people that are not on vacation. We don't want to consolidate our classes and put a group of kids with a different group of kids. And just because, no way. If I can encourage anything to keep your summers active, is to make sure you keep a regular class schedule. That's been very powerful in our summers being extremely profitable. And then 3-for-1 specials, right? Just something we do in June. Buy 3 weeks of camp, get a free t-shirt. Buy 3 private lessons, get 1 private lesson free. Buy 3 months paid in full, get 1 month free. Buy 3 items in the pro shop and you get 1 item in the pro shop free. Just, you need things like that. But again, it's not our focal point. As you saw up to this point, we haven't done anything like that. And now we're talking about June. New student summer special, 3 months plus a free uniform, $299. Does really well. Wow, look at this one. For kickboxing, $2,000. Imagine that. New member summer special, 3 months plus boxing gloves. You know what's really happened with that new member special for kickboxing? We really focus our ads and stuff on teens. And I think I shared that with you. The main thing is identifying the pain point. Is this what you imagine? Question mark. Your teen rolls out of bed maybe at 10 o'clock. First thing they do is get on their cell phone. They're Snapchatting. They're at Instagram. They're at WhatsApp. They're at, TikTok, wherever. If you're lucky, They might throw on a pair of jeans and hit the mall at about 1. And they're going to hang out there till 3 or 4 and maybe make it home by the time you get home. Or they could be up at 9 a.m. in a kickboxing class, sweating, having fun, staying sharp. You know what I mean? You paint a picture, you paint a pain point, you identify with it, and then you turn around and give them a solution. Our team kickboxing just blows up during the summer. And I think a lot of it has to do with that ad, which you're welcome to use. Cool? Or some form of it. And then, of course, we're promoting our July 4th special, 10% off a 6-month membership. Now, remember, everything we do is month to month, but they can buy a block of a membership at 10% off. Kung Fu Panda park visits, you know that one. For those of you who don't know it, we hit every major park on a Sunday. Someone's dressed as Kung Fu Panda. We have balloons to give out, a jam box playing music, and fruit snacks attached to a rack card. And we're blowing bubbles with a bubble gun. We blow into a park, busy playground. We take pictures, dance, do a couple things, give out fruit snacks and rack cards. We're out. We're on to the next park. It's really, I understand, summertime, schools are out. I can't do a school talk, can't be a PE teacher for a day, right? I don't have the PT and those resources. So during the summer, I just ask myself, people that are not on a vacation, where are they at? Every Sunday, you're going to find them in a park between lunch and 11 and 1 a.m., 11 and 1 p.m. all the time. Always happens. Meditation workshop. I do that free to the community. It's for our parents and the community. What a great way. We've picked up a lot of kickboxing students. We helped a lot of parents, get familiar and maybe wanting to do the martial arts. And the meditation creates a better mindset. Maybe with a better mindset to see the value in what we do. And then they keep their kid in longer. But the meditation workshop is a community-based workshop. We promote it to the community, and we get a lot of people come join us for that. Parents' Night Out. This is the last one we'll do for the summer because we have staff working day camps, and we just don't want to add the extra payroll. It didn't make sense. A lot of overtime. So we stop Parents' Night Outs after June for the rest of the summer. Then, of course, the staple is instructors in training, black belt workshop, and makeup stripe workshop. Wow. Was that a mouthful or was that a mouthful? Anybody feel me on that? Breathe deep. Breathe deep. You're not seeing the slideshow, okay? So thank you, K1. So let me do this. I know I said it all, but now let me just go back and kind of highlight a couple of these for you. I know what I did there. Let's do this so you feel like I'm still. You see me? I'm still there. Sorry about that. I missed June because I was soloing. But since I've already done it, we'll do it this way. Okay, take a screenshot of that. Everybody, screenshot. I love the camera sound on my Mac. Everybody get that screenshot? And like I said, I'm going to post this whole thing, and there's our June events. I'm going to post this whole thing at our Disruptor page. So if you're not currently part of the Disruptor page, K1 will post that in there. Ask for a request. We'll make you part of the Disruptor page. We got a lot of great files in there too. A lot of great files. Everyone get a screenshot of that? Okay. Great. I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to solo me. Okay. Wow. Right? Is that crazy or is that crazy? Tell me that's not crazy. There's a lot of stuff going on there, isn't there? There's a lot of stuff going on there. And it's really, and that doesn't even show vacations, doctor's appointments, estimated quarterly taxes, inventorying belts before belt testing, inventorying uniforms. It doesn't show any of those things, any of them. So you see where I'm going with this? You got to go deep. That's why I recommend get in Google Calendar, create 3 different calendars at the minimum, maybe even 4. I don't know, right? Pretty crazy. But success is something we plan for. And I'm very, very passionate about that. I watch too many school owners going, hey, Black Friday's tomorrow. Is there anything I should do? What? I want to end the month strong. What do you recommend I do? Well, there's freaking 4 days left in the end of the month. You don't go strong at the end of the month. You go strong every day, 6 weeks in advance, 8 weeks in advance. You prepare for a tournament the night before? No, you don't. It's a habit. Success is a habit, and it's something we practice diligently day in and day out, 367, 365, 24/7. I can't express that enough. Cool? All right. So let's see how we're doing on time. Wow, 8:24. I did it. I got through 3 more months. So any questions you have? Anybody have any questions? Everybody over at Instagram and Periscope, please share us with the name of your school, where you're tuning in from, And so that we can get you into our drawing, because in just a few minutes, we're giving away a cotton candy machine courtesy of Rainmaker Membership Systems and Software. So make sure that you get that in. People over at Instagram, if you want to fly over to Facebook, I know there are two different platforms for you. Come join us at Facebook. You might be our winner. All right. So anybody have any questions for me tonight? Cool. So let's talk takeaways. What are your big takeaways tonight? What are your big takeaways? Go. And while I'm waiting for those takeaways, a little bit of maintenance. All right. Make sure you go to brannonbeliso.com. We have tons of e-learning products. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. We have hundreds and hundreds of hours of seminars like this, of videos, of things to support you to not only become a disruptive critical thinker, but to help you create a service-based martial arts school and business that is extremely profitable. I looked at Millbrae. Millbrae's close to $1 million in 3.5 years. It took us 6 years to do that in San Francisco. But I've learned so much, and I'm a student for life, and I'll keep learning and improving, and refining what we do. That Kaizen theory of constant improvement is a must, not only in our martial arts, in our business, in every aspect of what we do. Yeah, Brian, I feel you, sir. Plan, plan, plan. Rich, did you get that one, K1? Elevation Martial Arts. Where are you tuning in from, Elevation? Where are you tuning in from, sir? Yep. Master Bolden, he's truly enjoying his cotton candy machine. Adam, Goofy, one dodgeball. What? Let's see what Adam's saying. Okay. I'm not sure what that's got to do with anything, Adam. Is that your big takeaway? Or are you sharing something with us? We use the gator skin dodgeballs. They're really fun. They're neoprene and they're expensive, but they work really well. They're the safest thing out there. They have enough volume or enough weight to get a good throw on it, but you won't really hurt somebody. Cool. So what are our big takeaways for tonight? K1, put that in there so they can subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow me at Instagram. You can join me at LinkedIn, Pinterest, and of course, here at Facebook. Become part of our Disruptor page. All right. So what are your big takeaways? Come on. We only got a few more minutes before we give away this cotton candy machine. Let me ask you a better question. Name one idea you're going to take right now and implement, right? I'm sure your calendar's filling up, and I hope you take this and transfer it over to a Google Calendar. You should have 3 separate Google Calendars right now, as I said, business, personal, and events-based. Make sure that you do that, get that done. Because again, I'm so big on planning. Big, big, big. What are your takeaways, folks? Help us out. Help us out. Okay, Rich Cruz, Markham, Ontario. Get him in there, K1, please. Okay, so let's start working that way then. If you want to be entered in our drawing, you haven't done so already, please put in your name, the name of your school, and where you're tuning in from. Do that now. And we'll make sure to get you in there, okay? Wow, we rattled that one out. I mean, that was an hour straight. And super powerful. Hey, over here at Instagram, you got 1 minute and 55 seconds before this thing disintegrates. So coming over to Facebook Live if you want to enter that drawing and be a winner. Winner. Adam, my last question on staff. You asked me to keep hold of it. When do you want me to bring it up? It's okay. I'll cover it now since nobody has any real questions in here. Adam, my feeling about that is, we should be planting seeds early and often. Again, Kyoshi Kovar, Dave Kovar said that to me many years ago. It could be a yellow bone in your school. It could be a parent sitting on the sidelines. You never know what diamonds are out there in the rough. I think if you have it at the front of your mindset all the time, Adam, and you're cultivating an environment, the law of attraction, they'll come to you. If people see that this is a great community, want to be part of it, it'll happen that way. As I shared, I don't know what's the equivalent in the UK, but Indeed.com, you could be running it at different martial arts Facebook group pages that are out there in the UK. You can do that as well. There's so many martial art group pages. You might put, hey, I'm looking for an instructor. If you're in this area, come join me, right? There's so many ways to do that, but it's a constant. We are constantly looking at our bench like it's empty. We're constantly building our bench strength. because we know people are going to leave, go off to college. We're constantly doing that. All right. And we're always, especially now, how many of them are going to be gone by June, July, because they're going off to college? We're working now and training people to replace them and anticipating that will happen. It will, right? So it should be all the time, sir. All the time. And of course, we have our event in April. You want to come and be part of that. It's Time Live Empowered. It's filling up, especially the 4-day experience. I think we only have like 7 or 8 spots left in the 4-day experience. You know, spending time here with us is phenomenal. Everything I talk about, when you see it work in real time, it opens up school owners' mind to the unlimited potential. You know, I simply created a world that will fit within my value system that worked for me. That's where it started and that's where it ends. Right. And I'll be darned if somebody's going to tell me in an office in Chicago that this is how I should run my business. It's not going to happen. Just not going to happen. You know, I'll live and die by my own success and failures. And that's just who I am. But I'm a learner. My mind is open. I learn from everybody, especially young people. I'm asking questions all the time because they are on the tip of technology. Young people are pushing that boundary. They know how to use WhatsApp and all those things a lot better than I do. And I want that information. If we can utilize it to spread the message of who we are and how to, you know, people can benefit from our services, why not? Why not? We should be doing that all the time. There's our YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to that. Plan, stripe, and bell tests. Yep. So they're not inconvenience to parents. And I get it. Please, you know, people, don't get me wrong. I've spoken at some of these graduations and I think they're amazing. To walk into a gym with 500 to 800 people and look at all those people, I'm going, wow. But for that brand new dad, and this was the kicker, and just let me know for me that we were on the right track by not inconveniencing our parents. I'm standing by the side of the bleachers, right? Just waiting to speak, waiting to do my thing. And this dad's on the phone and he's telling me he's not done yet. And you could hear, you know, I don't know when it's going to be done. But he got up and he broke a board. Then he sat down. We've been sitting here for an hour, and they're going through the demo team and the black belt slideshow and all these different things. Then eventually they promote this kid to yellow belt. They're holding you captive. They're holding you captive, and he wasn't invested enough in the school yet to want to do that. So that's not a Disney experience. So he spent his whole Saturday, you know, a couple of hours. I was there. This thing went on for 2 or 3 hours easily, and his kid broke a board and got promoted to yellow belt. That was it. The rest of the time he sat there. Not a good thing. So I knew we were on the right track, not inconveniencing our parents, just doing it in class, you know, and it was convenient to their schedule, right? And more people were there. Oh, past events, people got hurt with the dodgeball. Well, let's not let that happen, sir. Promoting summer camps. Yep. Super important. Way ahead of time. Do it through My Studio, the app. There's our Instagram and stories. Marco, one idea: Mother and Father's Day parties and summer specials. Absolutely. Jason, be curriculum centric. Yeah. Brian, stop trying to use the calendar in my head. Join our Disruptor page, please. Diana, summer specials. Vortexix MA, Katie. Vortexix. I say that really fast 3 times. Ken, our e-newsletter for December. There it is. Click on that right there. Click on it right there and keep it open on your browser. Look at it after. You see all the work that goes into that. Look at each of our events. Good. And when we need to start the promoting, enter those dates in your calendar, please. Brian. Yeah, I said Gator Skin Dodgeballs. Gator Skin Dodgeballs. There's another version called Rhino 2, which is equally as good. The 6-inch Gator balls are perfect. Yeah, we like the 6 inches, but I think we use the 9 inches because they're neoprene and you can squeeze them pretty well. So they're versatile. We can use them for the older and younger kids, and they're still pretty satisfied. Yep. And for all my information, go to brannonbeliso.com. Cool? All right. Did we cover all the bases? Everybody put their name in, the name of your school, where you're tuning in from. Yeah. All right. Going once? Going twice? Anybody? Anyone else need to put in the name of your school where you're tuning in from? That we can do this drawing for the cotton candy machine, courtesy of who? Rainmaker. All right. Are we ready? Okay. Came on a little bit of drum roll here. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of tonight's cotton candy machine, courtesy of Rainmaker Membership Systems and Software, is Are we there? Come on, K1. Did I catch you off guard? Come on, K1. Who won, K1? Who won? Oh, there it is. I didn't scroll up. Diana. Diana's our winner. Everybody, you see that? Let me put that in. Diana is the winner. Diana is our winner. How about it for Diana? Everybody, disruptors in the house, give Diana some love. Congratulations, Diana. Come on. I want everybody to congratulate Diana. We celebrate everybody's success. We celebrate everybody's victory. That is the true. K1, Diana. Yes, Diana, you won. Adam. Hey, congrats to Diana. Work that machine. Hey, Diana, if you want tips on that machine, please, will you talk to Marco? And Marco, I'm really excited. Marco signed up for my 8-month mentoring program. I'm going to spend time with him and Amy, and we're going to just rock that school. We're going to rebrand this school. We're going to do a bunch of great things, and it's powerful. You're very welcome, Diana. Billy Wilcox, congratulations, ma'am. Yeah, and Marco had the opportunity to spend that 4 days with us at the last It's Time Live again. And I'll tell you, to be able to work with him and Amy for the next 8 months, how lucky am I? How lucky am I? Way to go from Adam Deluxe. Yeah, Diana, email Marco, PM him. He'll tell you all about the cotton candy. He's taken it and disrupted it, took it to a whole nother level, way beyond what I do, what my team does. Yep, can't wait to use it. But see, the opportunities are there. We were using it all the time. We do, they do movies in the park during the summertime. We're out there with a cotton candy machine exposed to 500 people, and every one of them were standing in line for free cotton candy. Every one of them. Brian Jordan. Congrats, Diana. Cool. Did I get everybody say congratulations that's still here? Please do if you get the opportunity. All right. Take a deep breath, Brannon. Yeah, I'm grateful for you guys too. I really am. I got the opportunity this week to go out to an on-site visit, a school I'm helping rebrand. And, martial arts is alive and it deserves so much more. But I say this all the time. In order to deserve the best, you have to do and be your best. They go hand in hand. So if you want to have the best school and you want to make the best amount of profits and you want to have the best tribe and the best community, you have to make sure every element of your school is the best bathroom, the cleanest, the friendliest, the best curriculum that you can produce, the best trained team. It goes hand in hand. It doesn't make sense to me. I get great grades in school, but I never study. Doesn't make sense to me. I do really well in athletics, but I never go to practice. Doesn't make any sense to me. If you want the best, if you believe you deserve the best, you have to be and do your best. That's it. No magic. That is what it is. Okay. And I say this all the time. If I'm not getting better, I'm getting worse, and I can always do and be better. Cool. All right. So let's wrap this thing up. I want to say thank you so much to my sponsors, Rainmaker, to my studio, to Market Muscles and Kids Love Life Skills. They give me a voice. They don't police me. They don't tell me what to do. I'm grateful for that. To have the freedom of speech, to say what I need to say, to express myself and fulfill my purpose. So this has been Success Never Sleeps. I am and always will be your host, Brannon Beliso. Next week, what are we going to do? The third quarter. If you didn't get a chance to see the first one, watch the first and the second, lay your entire year out, with all the different testing dates, things like that. Get those 6 months dialed in. And hopefully next week's broadcast, you'll come questions with me like, hey, I've got a Sunday open in April on this date. What should I put here? Hey, I've got a Saturday in July. What can I put here? That's really going to be useful because you might have some holes and you want a quality event to fill it with. Cool. All right. Hey, folks, until we talk again, please, you go out there and you live your best life.